Want to call to order the County Commission work session for October 6th. Sheriff, would you lead some prayer?
Yeah. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for a beautiful day. We thank you for the rain, much needed. Thank you for this county and the citizens that live in it, your generosity and sense of community. Thank you for these elected officials here tonight, appointed ones as well. As we come together to do the county's business, give us insight, wisdom, to always do what's right for the county, the citizens. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen. Amen. George, stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Yes, sir. Mr. Simpkins?
Here.
Mr. Ledger?
Here.
Mr. McElwain?
Here.
Mr. Beatty?
Here.
Mr. Dawson?
Here.
Ms. Spicer?
Here.
Mr. Buckner?
Here.
Mr. Britt?
Here.
Mr. Petty?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Grove?
Here.
Ms. Gray?
Good to see you all here tonight. First order of business is approval of the minutes from the September 2nd work session. Motion by Commissioner Petty. Do I have a second? Second by Commissioner Gray. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 2, committee reports. Any committee reports? Seeing none. Next item is appointments. We have a airport authority appointment, but we're going to push that to next month. I need to get a couple of things clarified on that. So we'll see you in November on that one. There are no public hearings that got left on there by accident. First item is new business, budget amendments. Mr. Don Hall.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Don.
Good seeing you again.
Let's go ahead, Mr. Director.
We have basically 3 items here for amendments this month. The general fund is transferring money out to 2 different funds, 171 general capital projects. Transferring out there, we're transferring 1.5 million to 170 fund from general fund and $250,000 transferring to what we call the SWIG fund 178 other capital projects. I don't know much about that fund, but it's got something to do with water over Sylvia Pond.
I'll be glad to tell you when he gets done.
Okay. And then also, if you look at the 171 general capital projects fund, we did some other internal amendments to that fund. So if you have any questions on those right there, that's all we have in amendments right now. But if you have any questions on those, I'll try to answer those for you. Otherwise, that's all we have for amendments right now.
I didn't want to steal the glory of the school with them spiking the football at the end zone last time with the $6 million additional they had. But as you know, we allowed them to go $5 million in the hole. So they ended up with $6 million more. So the net effect was they had $1 million more in their fund balance, which is good because y'all always ask me, we do the MOE, but we let them go into their fund balance on some calculations we do. So that's good news. They were up $1 million net. We balance our budget every year, so we were at 0, or actually I think we were in the black on the budget, $95. But when we close the books and know we have $4.5 million more, so we're net up $4.5 million in county funds. So what we're doing is, by knowing this, the first thing I can tell you, and we can let the taxpayers know, unless y'all decide to do something different than the budget we're going to submit in May, is there'll be no need for a tax increase, and there'll be enough money to give the employee a similar pay raise than they've been getting. So that's good news. These other projects are ones, the SWIG project, that's short for State Water Infrastructure Grant. We received Joe Biden money to do work with Van Leer and Sylvia, Tennessee City Pond and the Water Authority. So that money was given to them. Sylvia, Tennessee City Pond is extending their line down Yellow Creek as far as they can to provide water service. Van Leer's project, they went in with the Water Authority to where the Water Authority and Van Leer can connect somewhere up here on 49. It will give a secondary source to Van Leer. So that's all grant money. But we did with our Joe Biden money, and we were kind of holding on to it. We're paying the match for Sylvia, Tennessee City Pond, and paying the match for Van Leer. We're not paying the match for a water authority because they are very financially fit. So that total amount, we budgeted last year around $100,000. We've already spent that on the engineering work that's being done. It was going to require about $500,000 more. So we knew we would have extra money. So what the 178 fund Don's talking about is money that the excess of the $4.5 million, where we're moving that money over there, the 500,000, and then the rest was to finish the projects here in Charlotte with the historic building, the historic courthouse, and the jailer's house. So that's what the money is on those, because we don't do, and again, I'm not disrespecting schools, but we budget very conservatively. We don't go into the red every year. We budget where we stay in the black. So that way I can confidently come to you every year and tell you we've got the money now to finish these projects. And again, just compare and contrast, schools would have already had theirs in there and we've been making up for it on what the information they gave you last month. So the good news is, once again, this county is very financially fit where we will be able to not raise taxes, give decent pay raise for employees, and finish the projects we have going on. Did that cover the big ones you had on there,
That
Don?
did.
Any questions for myself or Mr. Hall? Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
So we're that much ahead in the first 4 months of the budget year?
That, yes, and this is some stuff that we budgeted last year even for the 178 capital projects fund that we didn't spend. So we're amending in that 178 capital projects right now. We're bringing that money over to budget currently.
Thank
So
you.
money we had last year that didn't get spent, we're just putting it over in the proper line this year.
I defer to Commissioner Williams.
I did it for you. It's for you. That's all I'm here for. I'm out of here. That's all I wanted. Nothing else matters tonight. Thank you.
Yes, very good. Thank you all. You and the department is elected people.
Well, it goes back to the elected officials and the department heads. They're the ones that manage it. You know, the sheriff has the lion's share of it. Again, where he's got some issues over at the jail, and we're going to come back and talk to you all about some work that needs to be done there. But we'll be spending money that's set aside, additional revenue that we did not count on, additional revenue and spending that we did not do. We budget very conservatively, and we have for 15 years. I want to give you one more, my 16th one, where we'll be in this shape. But it goes to work at Don, Roy Whitaker on the payables, watching all that. They're the ones that are, and Mary Ann, Nichols, they're watching it every day. I go by and see them usually once a week to find out where we are. But it does go back to all the elected officials. Again, I asked all my department heads recently, send me a list of things you need before the year end. Well, their exuberance, the things they needed 10 years from now. But I said, we're going to let the next mayor figure that one out. But we're in really good shape departmental wise and protection wise, from sheriff's department to jail to our ambulance to our fire, emergency management. Everybody's doing a great job. Maintenance has got a lot to do, but the good news is what we've really spent the last 7 or 8 years on is taking care of maintenance issues where we're not going to kick the can down the road. That's a decision we made when we first got elected and we got financially fit. So we're hoping to leave it where the next mayor, next commission comes in. It'll just be ordinary maintenance from here on out. The buildings will be fixed and repaired. Our work with the water authority, Van Leer and Sylvia, Tennessee City Pond, we've taken that money to help better their lives, hopefully help fire protection out in those parts of the county where water's more available. I know there's conversations with us in some of the cities, especially with Mayor Grove, on things we can help protect the citizens southeast part of the county. So we've got a lot of work to do in the next 10 months, but we're in really good shape. And I appreciate y'all. I know there's some confusion sometime. I probably don't explain it well, but I do appreciate everyone's your support, because we couldn't have done it without y'all voting to get it done, and couldn't have done it without y'all's trust, because sometimes it looks weird and complicated, but we kind of know what we're doing. And but it's because we got a lot of people pulling the rope the same direction. So thank y'all for that. Okay, I'm done with my preaching for the day. Anything else, Mr. Hall?
I don't have anything to add unless there's any questions here.
What's that? Beautiful. Can I have a motion for approval? A motion by Commissioner Grove, second by Commissioner Buckner. Any other questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next is quarterly financial report. I think we kind of did that. That would be for the year end. So I already gave you the good news on that. Any questions for Mr. Hall directly on that?
Yeah, and these numbers on the fourth quarter report ending 6/30, we're under audit right now with the comptroller's office right now on these numbers. So that, I mean, that's basically just the information you need right there.
This is to be voted on to move on to regular session. Open floor for motion. Motion by Commissioner Williams, second by Commissioner Beatty. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 3 is highway 5-year average. Mr. Hall.
Yeah, the only reason this is on here, I think I have this correct. And like I just said, we're being audited right now. We've been going through reporting, bringing up information for the audit or the auditors and that type thing, fixed assets and that type thing. So we've been quite busy. We just came back from a conference, myself and Ms. Whitaker from Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. So I have not contacted the state. I want to contact them there's something that's bugging me about this. So we got to get this right. Give me 2 more weeks, if you will, pass this on. That way I can contact the state and ask them a question about the 5-year average. I think I have it right, but I want to verify that they believe it too. So let me check with them before we approve this 2 weeks from now, if you'll just carry it on.
Can you give me a quick definition of what the 5-year average means?
It's audited numbers for 4 years and an estimate of the 5th year, and then they divide that by 5, and we have to match that money every, the 5th year, or the budget for 26 has to match the previous 5 averaged years.
It's very similar to a maintenance of effort for
It's a
school, but
maintenance
they call it a 5-year average of highway.
That's basically what it is a maintenance of effort.
I'm sorry, did you have a question?
No, I'll make a motion for approval.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Simpkins to have a second, second by Commissioner McElwain. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, vote by stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Hall. Item number 4, revised basic emergency operation plan. Mr. Fisher.
Thanks, sir. This is our basic emergency operation plan. This is the plan that the county has to update and review every 5 years. And this is our anniversary year. So our staff has been working on this since about the end of February. We hosted a meeting September the 16th with all the various county departments, utilities, various municipalities. Had a very good turnout. Took about a 3-hour meeting. Everybody reviewed it and everybody accepted the changes. The biggest change to this plan compared to last year was pretty much just the format, or not last year, last 5th year. It's pretty much basically the same information. The state just wanted it in a different format. So asking to approve this. The state of Tennessee has approved and accepted this, and we're just waiting on the final approval from the county commission.
Any questions from Mr. Fisher? Open the floor for a motion.
And I did sit through it all and I'm waiting on my certificate.
Commissioner Ledger. Yes, sir.
I said, I did sit through it all. I'm getting a certificate for it.
You did. Congratulations.
I didn't even go out and get on the cell phone. I sat through the whole thing.
It was a good meeting, wasn't
It was an awesome meeting.
Breakfast.
Not really.
Nothing like stale donuts and coffee, but it was good.
Maybe get Town of Burns to sponsor next time. Yeah, they can. They know how to throw a party out there. Well, the city of Dickson could learn a lot from y'all. So we have a proper motion, a second. Any questions? Yes, hearing none. All in favor, vote by saying aye. Opposed? Thank you. Item number 5, Wilson Hollow Road speed limit. Where are we on that one? Is that the sheriff on this one? Is Commissioner McElwain?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we run the numbers. I think that was brought up previously. Based on the number of houses, length, there was very low motor vehicles for a 5-year period. So I could recommend a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit for.
Is that your motion, Commissioner McElwain? Motion by McElwain to have a second. Second by Beatty. Any questions or discussion? Hearing none. All in favor of stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Next one is Town Branch Road. Commissioner Simpkins, the sheriff has that for you.
Yes, sir. So we did a survey. I was surprised. There's a lot of traffic on that road. Over a 4-day, 4-hour period, 2,762 vehicles. And of course, it's a sort of a little back road it's a cut through. You know, wasn't tons of speeders, about out of the 2,700, about 295. But the character of the road and the way of the road, to get close to the 85th percentile, I recommend 35 for it as well.
Is that your motion, Commissioner Simpkins? All right, let's have a second. Commissioner Ledger, thank you. Any question, discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of vote stating aye. Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. Next two, can I vote on these two? Just put on the agenda, that is separate. We'll vote on these individually. Be fine. On items number 7 and 8, Ms. Pendergrass couldn't be here tonight. This is her annual report on errors and double assessments, tax relief. I believe that these are on your desk on those. She couldn't be here, but my understanding, she'll be here on the 20th if you have any questions on it. And I'm sure she'd entertain any of your phone calls in the meantime. But the vote I'm looking for is just to get this on to the regular session. Motion by Commissioner McElwain, second by Commissioner Gray. And that's on both 7 and 8. Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor of vote stating aye. Opposed? Thank you. Any other business? One item, other business. I think I've talked to y'all mostly before the meeting. The rezoning request that the county asked for on the south side on 046. We've withdrawn that request and I'm not going to go forward with that. So we're good to go. Is there any other business? Okay. No birthdays till December. Look forward to that, Commissioner Dawson. Last announced to be the next work session meeting will be on Monday, November 3rd, 2025 at 7 p.m. in the Beaufort Beatty Reed Junior County Commission Chamber of the Dickson County Administration Building, 4 Court Square, Charlotte, Tennessee. Motion second adjourned. Boom.